Well, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. We're coming towards the end of World Travel Market 2022, but could I end on a higher note? It's unlikely, because I have Amy, and she is from Amelia Island in the northeast part of Florida. Good afternoon, Amy.
Good afternoon.
How are you doing?
Wonderful. It's great to be with you, Graham.
Good. Amy, I've asked a similar question to lots of different destinations around the world at this World Travel Market, and that's, how are you doing in post-COVID? I mean, have you fully recovered? I know that Florida as a whole did very well with domestic tourism, but how's international tourism picking up?
Sure. So, we were really fortunate in the state of Florida to overcome the pandemic and the results of COVID very early on. 2020 actually was a very good year for us because we had so many opportunities to offer our visitors outdoor recreation, things that they could still do and safely distance. So during the pandemic, we did quite well. We were happy to see when our travelers started to come back, and we are really looking to welcome more of the international visitors. For us in Amelia Island, we're really more of a yield, a value of the right type of visitors, not just the volume of any visitors. So for us, the international market has always been really important because our international visitors, they stay longer, they spend more, they really come to get a sense of the community. So we're really looking to get back our value from the international visitors.
So for international visitation, I mean, you have a number of key events. You have the Dickens event, but you also have the big sort of classic car event, don't you, that attracts overseas?
We do. The Amelia is the Amelia Concours d'Elegance. Going into nearly 30 years, have been attracting visitors from all across the world who are car connoisseurs. And that event has actually grown to include other auctions. We've got Goodings and Bonham, and it really attracts people from all over the world, not only to see the beautiful cars and to respect the motoring world, but also the overall destination and the experience they can have while they're there. So the Amelia is just one of the many events that we have that attract people to our shores.
Marvellous. Have you found working and living in the community that people appreciate tourism a little more after COVID? I know you were never closed, but the value of visitors, particularly international visitors, not just from an economic point of view, but also from a social point of view. It's nice to meet people and exchange cultures, isn't it?
Yeah, most definitely. I think for us, we focus on sustainable tourism, and for us that means the three pillars. So it's the environmental aspect, but it's also the economic and the social. And the economic, once we saw the downturn, the community definitely realized the importance that the visitors bring to the destination and how important that spending is, not only to the tourism industry, but the community as a whole and all of the economic touch points that our tourism industry has. But from a social point, it does as well too, because for a community that one of the strongest industries is tourism, when it goes away, you realize the impacts that it has on the residents themselves, the culture, because the tourists and the visitors that come also contribute to the overall way of life that we have.
Excellent. And also post-COVID, do you think that, you mentioned sustainability, both almost cultural and environmental, do you feel as if you're in a stronger position now to, I wouldn't say enforce those things, but actually get support for those policies?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, I think for any destination, you want to attract the visitors that don't consider themselves a typical tourist. You want somebody that wants to come in and become a short-term local. And that's really important in a barrier island like Amelia. And so we're looking for the people that want to come in and not only experience the stay, but really take in the local community. They want to go to the local community theater. They want to get out in the environment and help support, all of the environmental sensitive organizations that are so important in the barrier destination.
And also, I think that you're also come into that area of, if you want to go south, you've got to go north in Florida in terms of hospitality. Would you think you fall into that area?
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, Amelia Island is the beautiful Florida beaches that a lot of people expect, but then you also have a lot of the southern hospitality that you expect from a southern destination. And the saying in Florida is that you have to go north to get south. And I think that's extremely true when you're looking for an island destination that also offers that southern charm and that southern hospitality. And that's Amelia Island.
And one final question, it's about your environment, it's about the fact that you're on the water, the fact that you've got a precious ecosystem there. It really is an attraction for people, isn't it?
It is. People travel to be able to see and experience the nature, and that's everything from the actual beach, the sunrise, the sea turtles that nest and hatch on our shores, to the inland waterways and all the way over to the intercoastal waterway as well.
Marvellous. Amy, thank you very much.
Thank you.